New York State's lieutenant governor is stepping down. It comes after his arrest on fraud and bribery charges. Good evening, I'm Mary Alice Demler.
Hello everyone, I'm Scott Levin. Federal prosecutors say that Brian Benjamin was part of a campaign finance fraud scheme using taxpayer dollars. Now, the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District outlined the case against Benjamin this afternoon. The indictment alleges that he was given campaign contributions from a Harlem real estate developer in exchange for a state grant for that business. The official charges that he now faces include bribery, honest services wire fraud conspiracy, and falsification of records. 2 on Your Side spoke with legal analyst Barry Covert to explain exactly what these charges could mean for Benjamin.
3 of those counts carry up to 20 years of incarceration. He likely wouldn't be facing that if he were found guilty because he doesn't have any prior significant criminal history, but they are serious charges of bribery, theft of services, and the false documents.
Covert adds the laws on raising campaign funds and identifying where the money comes from are very strict, but it is not clear how strong the case of proof is against Benjamin. So now, many are asking, how could these allegations affect the upcoming election?
2 on Your Side's Rob Hackford is looking into that and trying to find some answers.
Scott and Mary Ellis, this has been abnormal even for Albany standards. Remember, this shuffle started back in August of 2021 when then Governor Andrew Cuomo resigned. Cuomo was, of course, replaced by his Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul that same month, but now it's Hochul's Lieutenant Governor who's resigning, and there's just over 2 months until primary day. Up until the very end, Governor Hochul's support for Brian Benjamin was steadfast, from his swearing in,
I, Brian A. Benjamin,
to just last week when questions were swirling about a federal investigation.
I have utmost confidence in my Lieutenant Governor. This is an independent investigation related to other people, and he's fully cooperating.
4 days later, prosecutors unveiled what they had been looking at, charged New York's lieutenant governor, and alleged that Benjamin lied on vetting forms used for his appointment. In a statement shared hours later, Hochul said she had accepted Benjamin's resignation. Quote, while the legal process plays out, it is clear to both of us that he cannot continue to serve as lieutenant governor. Benjamin's attorneys adding in their own statement that he would also suspend his campaign, even though he will likely appear on June's primary ballot because the deadline to get off it has passed. Quote, he will focus his energies on explaining in court why his actions were laudable, not criminal. Chris Collins faced a similar situation a couple years back, and UB political science professor Sean Donahue explained how a name could be removed. Here he is on our 2 on Your Side town hall.
It's very difficult to have Mr. Benjamin removed from the ballot in the primary. So basically the only ways would be if death, disqualification, or if he runs for another office. So unless one of those things happens, it looks like he will be on the ballot along with the preferred running mates for Tom Suozzi and Jumaane Williams.
Moving out of state is another option, but with the criminal case looming is unlikely. Benjamin's name will be separate from Hochul's on the ballot, so like Donahue said, voters can choose from the other options for lieutenant governor. What this means for Hochul's re-election will be left to the voters. And just like when Brian Benjamin was introduced to Western New Yorkers, you may have to learn who else is running in the Democratic primary for lieutenant governor, because they could ultimately end up as Governor Hochul's running mate. And just for starters, those candidates include Diana Reyna, Anna Maria Archila, and David Englert. In the Information Center, Rob Hackford, Channel 2 News.